To our wedding. Drove out to our wedding. Gary rode with me.
Oh yeah, I think didn't Garth and Ken ride with us then?
Yeah. And Doug.
Okay. Yeah.
Gary rode with me because I had just gotten a new car.
Okay. Yeah.
Like 3 weeks before we got married, and so Gary rode out to California with me to keep me company.
I forgot that. Yeah. Oh man, I felt sorry for, maybe later more than then, for Karen's family. You know, they didn't know us or nothing, and they had to put up with us.
Yeah, well,
and
we're not a tough crowd, you know.
The wedding and everything, and
yeah. Because you guys, didn't you go through Royal Gorge? When you guys drove out, I think you made it into a vacation, or made... I'm trying to think, was it Jimmy Welsh? Jimmy Welsh used to always talk about, he combined oats the summer we were married.
Yeah, yeah. Boy, is that when we drove out and somebody gave us, scenic route, and that had to be mountains down all the way from Denver down. Oh, I remember. We got so tired of it, and Doug laid in the back seat for 2 days, laid on the seat because he couldn't stand, we were driving in the high mountains.
When you were married, did you guys go on a honeymoon, or?
Yeah. We stayed in Cedar Rapids the first night, and then we stayed at Dorothy and Joe's the second night, I think. They were teaching in northwest Iowa or northern Iowa someplace. And then we went up to Minnesota and through there for a week before we came back. And Dad thought they should be done picking corn. It was the 24th of October.
Right.
By that time it was a week later. Here they hadn't even started because it was too hot for the machines. The weather got real hot, and they were mounted pickers.
Right.
And they didn't have anything done, and he was in hopes they had all the corn picked, and they had nothing done when we got back. Yeah, it got really warm that week. It was cold the night of the wedding, kind of. Well, it had rained that morning, I think. But the next week it got really warm.
Now, when did Norman and Margene get married? How long after you?
A year later.
A year later.
Yeah, in September, yeah. Yeah. Their reception was in Conroy, at the Conroy skating rink, yeah.
Oh, there was a skating rink in Conroy?
Yeah. It was pretty famous there for a long time, yeah.
I remember the skating rink in Williamsburg, because that's where we used to go on Friday nights.
Okay, yeah.
It was across from the football, when the football field used to be.
Yeah.
On the south side of the road, and the skating rink was on the north side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all long gone.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are gone and changed.
Oh my, it changed, yeah. New buildings and new schools and everything. I just wonder how LIS is getting along. I think their pupils are getting less all the time, too. At least the last years it sounded like it. I don't know.
I remember when Harlan was hurt and everybody came to pick corn at our house, that corn crib was pretty new then. When Harlan, the year that Harlan died.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, neighbors and friends came, yeah.
Because that our corn crib was pretty new then.
Was it built in 48?
Our corn crib.
Harvey Fanasa built it, didn't he? I think.
Might have been 58 because
Okay.
Harlan died in 59.
Oh, yeah, because we got married in 48.
I just remember people, the tractors and wagons lined up to go in through the corn
Yeah.
crib, you know, and you had that pit and it would dump and
Yeah.
the tractors and the wagons would be lined up.
Yeah, when you think back, there's been a lot of good years, but there's really, in a sense, quite a bit of tragedy happened too.
Yeah.
You know, with Harlan, and Dick had cancer, and Gary's accident, and Kent's accident. There's been a lot of things too.
Yeah, that's, you know.
Did we talk about it? I think we probably did. About Dale Ba.
No, no.
Oh, he has a pacemaker, and this might be maybe 4 weeks ago already now. At St. John's Church afterwards, he run over a guy. Well, he even hit Connie, and I bet you she tried to stop him maybe. And I think finally hit the building. But they said his pacemaker went out. I didn't realize that happened, that they black out. But oh my, that was a tragedy there, you know. I guess they hollered at him and stuff, but he, you know, just went or whatever. And it's the guy that rents Dwight Lawrence's farm. I'm trying to think of his name. Broke his pelvis that he had. And they said afterwards, he just feels terrible. Well, I can imagine he does. But she was here last week one night when we were at the supper table. There were several people walked out, and she was one, and she turned and she came in there quick and said, "Hi, it's good to see